I own some evil companies, as do you, I imagine. Disney comes to mind. I own them. Pfizer, I own them. Lots of ADM, I'm sure I own it too. Lots of evil companies I own, and you do too. It's one of those dilemmas I think about a lot, actually, about what is my profiting on behaviors via evil companies that hurt human beings. How do you rectify that? I don't know. I have a good answer. I look at like Jesus going into the where the money exchanges in the temple and getting angry. He didn't say he couldn't do money exchanges. He just says he can't do it in the temple. Now, was money exchanges being done at the benefit of one over the other? Probably. Jesus didn't say you can't do it. Can't exchange. Hell, Matthew was a tax collector. It's one of those things. I just don't have a good answer here. I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think about this a lot. I own companies that own companies. I own investments that own companies that are doing bad things. I can't justify it. A hypocrite. So the question is, what do you do? Do you stop owning these companies? They have the Ave Maria funds who don't have companies that promote abortion and stuff. But yeah, he's still. What are you gonna do, man? I mean, I imagine they still have Pfizer in there. I don't know. You own ESG funds. Well, that's just stupid. Just don't do that. I don't have a good answer. Do you not own any funds? Do you only own government bonds? Well, what's your government bonds doing? I mean, they're killing innocent people in Afghanistan and all over the world with your government money. I don't know what to do, and I'm a hypocrite. And it kind of reminds me of the idiots who say CO2 is evil as they get on a plane. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. You can't say CO2 is evil, then get on a plane and retain your street cred as a green person. You just can't. Now, I would say this is what all hypocrites will say. Well, I'm less hypocritical than that guy. At the end of the day, it's kind of like saying my sin is less than that guy because my sin is I just looked at a girl, a hot chick, said, "Ooh, yeah, we're all sinners, dude. There's no." Jesus does say, "Oh, just because you looked at a hot chick, that's less than having get busy with a married woman." You know what I'm saying, David? But Josh, because you only looked at a hot chick who's married, you're okay. But David, it doesn't work like that. The degree of hypocrisy doesn't doesn't fall. Look, I think about this a lot, man. I think about just owning government bonds. Like, well, then you own government bonds, and you're still financing the war machine. And I don't want to hear anyone say, "Oh, by the way, like my new cat." My man sent that to me. Todd, cat got a caterpillar hat and a cat cup. How freaking awesome is that? Cat. I mean, are they up to no good? Who knows? So I don't know. I don't have a good answer. I think at the end of the day, this is why I'm paying off my debt more than anything. I think let me show you what I'm talking about first and foremost. We're just going to look at the annual report. We'll get this here in just a second. So we're going to look at the annual report Pfizer. This is on Vanguard. Oh, Vanguard stock index funds. Which one is this right here? Let's go to one here. Right there. Value index funds owns 43 million shares of Pfizer worth $2.5 billion. Now, I have a tiny fraction of that, but I still own Pfizer. I still own it. Not sure what this one is. The large cap index fund, which I don't have, it doesn't matter. I mean, the total stock index fund is going to Pfizer. Let's go to Disney. Now, I don't own Disney, and because this is the right here was the large cap growth fund, growth index fund, large cap growth index fund. I don't own this, but I do own VTI. VTI is a combination of the large cap growth and large cap value fund. Again, large cap. This is a large cap index fund. I'm trying to think some other. Let's see, ADM. Is that what's called ADM? An ADM. ADM. Let's just go through this real quick. ADM. I'll pause it real fast. ADM, Archer Daniels Midland. I am part of an owner of 4.2 million shares, which is worth $289 million. ADM right there. Archer Daniels Midland. This large cap index again. Who's the other one? Let's go to Cargill. Cargill. I'm not sure what. Cargill. Let's do. I'm not sure. Tyson. Cargill might be publicly. Tyson Foods. Large cap value index right there. Kroger, they're up to no good. I mean, Kellogg, they're up to no good. All these companies are up to no good. Progressive Corporation, up to no good. I own all this stuff, man. Walgreens, you think Walgreens is up to good? I mean, all these companies, man. It's great. Let's look at CVS. They're all profiting on bad things. There's CVS right there, yeah, and that's on a large cap index. And we'll go to large cap index and value index right there. So what's Monsanto? 1 second. Monsanto gone? Is it private now? Agriculture, agrochemical. Mon. Okay. Oh, it's on Nasdaq. Ah, interesting. So let's see. What's Monsanto's market cap? MON. Hold on just a second. Let's look it up here. Mon chi chi, so soft and well, you great. You don't like my singing, Finny? Philly here, Finny's over here growling. Monsanto. That's not. What the hell's that? What's going on, Monsanto? Hey, Finnegan. Come on. Monsanto. MON. I typed in MON. It's Monument Circle Acquisition Group. What the hell is going on? Monsanto. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. We'll just look at the prospectus again. Hold on a second. Let me pause it. I have a feeling that Monsanto probably went back to being private as opposed to publicly traded. I don't know. That was weird, though. That's strange. Anyway, point being is we own all these things, and we're profiting on stuff that's being done badly to human beings, to our world for sure. Now, that doesn't mean it's all bad. There's stuff that's done good, too. I mean, natural gas companies, but, freaking strip mining, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Massive amounts of chickens and turkeys in inhumane places that we get to eat for. I don't have an answer for this. This is a tough one. The only way to look at it is the capital markets, because of private property rights, have led to incredible amounts of human ingenuity, human just growth, the life that human beings have had correspond. It's not just correlation absolutely is causation here. The capital markets via the private property system has allowed the expansion of human well-being and happiness more so than anyone could have ever imagined. It never would have happened without capital markets, ever. Now, with that said, it's kind of like saying I'm America, knowing full well that America does bad things. What I'm saying. The Americans don't necessarily do bad things, but we elect governments who do, and so we're still held accountable. Capital markets are run by bad people in the industry, 100%. I mean, monoculture, this massive takeover of science via the pharmaceutical companies, also the education elites. I mean, it's just massive. The desire, the technocrats, Bill Gates and all these guys who are, oh boy, 1 second, trying to take over the world and create a fiefdom. Going back to Georgia Guidestones with 500 million people in the world, that's it. And so Bill and whoever his new chick of the day can live way up here, and everybody else is, yes, sir, yes. I mean, we know this. But you cannot overlook the fact that the reason why Americans are fat and happy is because we're living large. The poorest Americans are living better than the richest people of 200 years ago. It's not just freaking one cot, 3 hots and a cot. And we're so living so large, we're all fat. You know what I'm saying? Me too. I gotta lose about 10. Ugh, my belly just after going on vacation. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, this is an issue. You have to contend with it. You're a hypocrite. And there's no other way around that. Every single human being on this earth is a hypocrite. Now, here's what I think. At the end of this is why I say if you've won, stop playing. Because at the end of the day, I hope you can see what I was just looking at. I hope it didn't give me the screen of death, the gay pride screen of death. You know what I'm saying, with all the rainbow colors, all that. People won't. The people right here gonna have a stick so far up their butt they won't be able to laugh. Dude, just laugh, man. You gotta laugh. Anyway, here's the way I envision it. from me 10 years ago, 10 years from now. I envision having no debt, my house paid off, and not needing to spend a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? And just building up cash and gold reserves. Um, it's just literally that simple. And government bonds, because even though our government can still engage in many, many evil things, it's still our government. We still have some capacity to control, not much, I grant you, but we still have a say. I have no say in how Vanguard runs, how they vote, or BlackRock, none whatsoever. But the way look, 10 years from now it could change. I mean, my goodness. But here's the way I envision it. Government, when I have no debt and I'm in retirement essentially, and I don't need that much to live on, I'm just gonna live on government bonds and cash, and gold and silver. That's it, man. Just pay my bills. No, I mean, you can live pretty cheaply with no debt. I'm telling you, you can. That people say, but what about? I get it. What about all the time? You can say it all the day. That's the way I envision it, and that way I don't have to be involved in the capital markets. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I think about this all the time. I can't be there now. I hate to say I can't. I could be there now. I still believe in the capital markets. I do. Fundamentally, the capital markets have been a net benefit for society than a net loss. I do believe that. Fundamentally, corporations have been a net benefit for society than a net loss. I don't believe that's any different now than it ever has been. It's getting worse because we're getting this oligarchy in a fascist state where you have a few companies that are benefiting at the Main Street versus Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? You got a few Main Street, Wall Street types that are just dominating. And I don't want to invest in, I don't want to be the freaking Germans investing in VW and what's the Schlumberger or whatever the hell it's called. But nothing else. I don't want to be part of that. But we're not there yet. We could become that, that's for sure. Amazon, Pfizer, and a couple other places, but we're not there. We still have competition. We still have capital markets that brings new competitors to market. I want to be part of that. I don't want to. I recognize the hypocrisy I have. What are you going to do, man? At the end of the day, are you investing in companies that provide a net benefit? Well, I can sleep at night. I can sleep at night. And I'm okay. As long as I can sleep at night with that, as a hypocrite I am, I'm still going to do it. That's for sure. That could change. But right now, I'm going to grin and bear it. I'm still going to call Disney out for being groomers, 100%. I'm still going to call Pfizer out for engaging in bad activities that they know they're doing this. Even if I own a tiny portion of the stock, I think that's not mutually exclusive. I think you still have an obligation to call out bad actors, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. Love to hear your thoughts. I am interested in that. We'll see you.